Hello and welcome to a small series of 1v1 games of me playing 6th US. A tier 4 channel joiner asked me to play 6th US in a game. It's usually just one game, but with this division the games tend to be pretty short. So I did a couple. It's not something I can always commit to, alright? I don't want somebody saying, oh, well, you did 4 games for him. It's just because the games are like 5 minutes long. So, 6th US. Let's see the deck. Right, so this is the deck for 6th US, and yeah, it's an interesting div. I used to bring 2 cards of the grenade launcher thing, and now I just bring one because I don't think that's a good idea. Where am I? Oh yeah, I took the flash out because the Navy SEALs have satchels and the recoilless rifles. You know, they do something similar. Admittedly, like the flash is still really nice to have. It's just tank hunters, right? Well, whatever. Let's just go through it tab by tab, shall we? So, the idea behind the division, first of all, is that you're supposed to rush people with 4 A-10s, and otherwise you've got a bit of forward deployment, Navy SEALs, right, and LRS and the Pathfinders and these guys in the Hueys. Forward deployed AA, which is really nice to have. And then you just sit on it. You just sit on it and smoke the whole map. You get Eyehawks as well, so the enemy can't air bully you. And you switch into air spam as the game goes on. You use the Prowler to sort of degrade the enemy's air. You get 8 of these tanks at one vet, which is nice, but they once they're gone, that's all you got. So it's a fun div. It's a fun div in 1v1. It's a very funny div, but if your enemy's expecting it, it's kind of easy to dismantle. You just open conservatively and then just slowly push them out. It's like an airborne div, except it's kind of better because not all of the units are airborne, and it's got the airborne it needs to get in there first. Airborne AA, airborne 100 km/h wheeled, airborne Navy SEALs with the satchels and the rocket launchers and everything. And then the other stuff it doesn't have to pay through the nose, and airborne Toto if you want, right? The other stuff it doesn't have to pay extra for, so it's better than something like 82nd Airborne. And the bombers are good as well. The Corsairs are pretty funny. So yeah, let's go through it tab by tab. So 2 cards of supply. You don't need more than that. And then I've got 5 CVs in the inf tab. You buy 2 of these at the start. In the example, I don't do that. I had 3 cards of supply, which was just wrong. So I've actually got 8 CVs, which is nice to have. Like, this is nice. 6 guys with AT at 3 availability. This is 3 dudes, and it's 3, and so this is just obviously better. 2 cards of Navy SEALs is pretty core. This M60 is actually an LSW. In the last patch, it got nerfed. In the hotfix, they just nerfed the helo range for, like, no reason. I asked them about it. I guess I can't say what they said. um, yeah, 84 satchels, max vet, very nice in towns with the SMGs, and this is an LSW, so it shoots on the move, and the satchels and so on. It will not fire if you're in the same building as your opponent. So you want to be in the building next to them, so you can throw the satchels and still use the 4 machine guns. Recoilless rifles, very funny. 2 cards. They're in Berlin Command as well. This thing has a Stinger and military police, and it comes in a military police vehicle, which can go with your tanks. So that's really cool to have. Admittedly, I don't think I took advantage of that in the example, but tank hunters. Why do I bring tank hunters? This div really struggles against I'm a T-72 and I'm going to drive into you gameplay. That is very, very difficult gameplay to fight into. So we got the tank hunters. And then, TOW2. Admittedly, the airborne one. Why am I bringing the airborne one instead of the regular one? Because it gets a rank of vet. The TOW2A will 2-shot a T-80BV, whereas a regular TOW2 won't, because of the way it interacts with the ERA. But I'd rather have 5% more accuracy, a bit of stress resistance, same availability, right? Same price. Whoops. Grenade launcher, so if you don't want to bring this, you can bring the fire team law with, and you can get 9 more grenade launchers, but it's on a vehicle. And this is an infantry one, so it just fulfills a different role. I certainly used to run that. This might actually not be a bad shout. But, like, there's so many good infantry options in here. like it's a deck with some actual choice. Do you remember when they used to try for Nemesis instead of just pooping out slop? Look how many units are in this division. It's an actual proper division. Anyway, yeah, this is the grenade launcher one, so I've still got 8 grenade launchers. I prefer the Dragon 2 to the Law because, like I said, you know, you struggle against T-72s, T-55s, that sort of thing. Heavy arty, not self-propelled, but it's heavy, unlike 101st Airborne, or, no, 101st gets them, 82nd doesn't. 6 per card smoke mortar, that's pretty nice. You can bring this one if you want, because it goes further, but I prefer the extra numbers. The range isn't so bad. Tanks, doesn't have any tanks in it, it's just Humvee tows, I-tows. Might want to vet these if you want. I didn't, and I didn't notice, so... Yes, very funny opener where you just open a bunch of these. If these came in Blackhawks, it'd be so funny, because a Blackhawk's faster, you see. But yeah, you just open a bunch of these. You'll see it in the example. This you open with as well, with the A-10s. 2 of these at 1 vet. These are the guys who took part in the Ohio massacre. That was them. And they've got a very nice pen on the gun, useful for shooting civilians, right? And then the Recon A-10, which has smoke on it, which I never see anybody use, but it's got the regular A-10 stuff as well. LRS in the grenade launcher Humvee is nice. And then I bring Pathfinders. And you might be like, why? Well, it's a great question. Why isn't it in this? So that I get even more recon, I can send that around the sides. Guess I'm just stupid. But yeah, it's airborne forward deployed with smoke and AT, so it can hold a flank quite cheaply, and if something's coming it can throw the smoke, and you know, it's good at flank defense basically. That's why I bring it. Like, what else would you bring? 2 pointless, so you can't bring more planes. Heli, so card of tow Cobras, card of this Cobra, which is cheaper than the other Cobra. The issue with this gun is that it runs out in less than a minute. This is cheaper, which is the main reason I bring it. And then, yes, this minigun runs out in a minute, but this grenade launcher can shoot for about 5, and it's really cool. Although all grenade launchers got nerfed, so I guess it's less cool now. But salvo length went down, HE went down, I think. Salvo length definitely went down. And then, yeah, tow Cobra for, you know, if there's tanks. 2 cards of Eagles. It's the bad Eagle, not the other Eagle, not the AMRAAM Eagle. And then, yes, this thing, very, very expensive EW seed plane. I think it's worth it. And then, yeah, really nice bomber. If there were 2 cards of this, I'd just bring this. And I bring the cluster instead of the AT, even though it's got a 6-minute reload. And that's because I've got this for AT. And, yeah, I buy this at the start. So... let's see the games. Right, so with that out of the way, the Huey Alaskan Cav Scout opener is a go, with a couple of these guys behind, because they've got stingers. And, yeah, 2 CVs out, the infantry CVs, and then 2 Navy SEALs. The idea is I want to get into here. My opponent is also heli rushing me, which I thought was pretty funny. So let's cast the game. Right, so they're off, and it's time for me to thank the generous channel joiners. Generously joiner in the channel. They're the guys keeping me in house and home. They get their names on the screen, they get the videos early, they get members exclusive videos. They will forgive me for the horror they're about to witness. If you don't want to pay money, that's fine. Please wishlist my game on Steam, and you can also like the video and all that stuff, which makes YouTube recommend it to more people. It's the same on Steam. If you wishlist the game, it recommends it to more people, which is why, even if you have no intention of buying it, you can wishlist the game. It's called Hers Hero. It's in the description. So, these are Recon A-10s. And so, you might say, well, where's the fighter? You don't need a fighter. You've got 3 A-10s. What, is the one enemy fighter going to kill all 3 of your A-10s? Probably not. So, he's air rushing me. Filthy, filthy, filthy gameplay. I can't believe he would air rush me like that. Anyway, sadly that AIM-9M missed, but whatever. We still got 2 of them, because this didn't really get them. They kind of turn like bricks. The Blackhawk is faster than the Huey, right? It's a lot better, actually. 245 versus not that. So he buys a fighter, and all I do is I just right-click him with all the A-10s. What are you going to do? This has air-to-air missiles on it, so you see he's taking a hit there. What, are you going to kill me? Are you going to kill all of these A-10s? I got 20% ECM on every single one of them. and you have to hit me 3 times to kill me. So yeah, you don't need to buy the Pfizer, you just buy another A-10. So yeah, he's got in here. I unloaded there, I didn't have to. I got this guy to this building, he's not quite in there yet. And yeah, we're trying to sort this out, I can't move up, right? The reason for these AA guys is because I've got the Navy SEALs for anti-infantry, anti-tank, and so I figured basically it would have only been one, but I only had 65 points, I couldn't afford anything else, so yeah, we can see the CV. For whatever reason, we're focusing the ITVs, which is a channel in the UK. I don't really watch TV anymore, I just play Warno. It's probably, I don't know if that's healthy. TV isn't particularly healthy either. The Hueys, right, once you drop off all the Alaskan Cav Scouts, don't sell them, use them to shoot people. So, yeah, these were his reinforcements coming to help this, but he messed up. The bamboozle was too much. And now we're getting into here. I'll just speed this up a little bit because, I mean, it's very Jova. Like, we're in here. I was going to bring this over. I got the Corsair HE, really, really nice. And I didn't even aim at that guy and I still killed him. So if only you got 2 cards of Corsair HE, but sadly you don't, so you have to bring the worst bombers. Anything with big bombs is useful. Small bombs are useless in this game, it's very sad. So we're using the Huey to scout. Get the CV in, right? I've got the whatnot, and this has a lot of bullets on the gun, so you can just use this to strafe people as well. And then here you go, the next Corsair. Big, very large boom there. And then he surrendered, right? So that's game 1. Admittedly, you know, his rank wasn't very high, alright? So, needs to watch more Hippie videos, this guy. So yeah, let's see the next game. Right, so here we are in game 2, and I didn't want to just do the exact same thing every game because I figured that would get a little bit kind of boring for you guys. Also, this guy gets forward deployed AA, so deploying with all the A-10s, it might work, but it might also just blow up in my face. We're unsurrounded against the Polish one, Donkey Kong. So you see the Pathfinders, this is why we bring them, nice and cheap. Get flank things. Admittedly, I had it in the wrong transport here. It should be in the transport that also has like a gun and stuff, because then you can send those around and do stuff with those as well. So yeah, he's rushing me here. He doesn't know about the strat with the honker on this div, so that's a shame. You should watch some Hippie YouTube videos, right? I've got a guide on this div. You should watch that. It is the guide on this div. Nobody else plays it. Oh, well, okay, a lot of people started doing it after I showed them they could, you know, how to do it, but... Anyway, so these ACAV things are really nice at close range because they've got 19 pen. Admittedly, I messed up here, right? So I tried to move my LRS into this building. I accidentally sent the Humvee instead, but... So, forward deployed AA, super useful, right? He tried his own little heli rush kind of thing there, like little heli deployment. AB Stinger just kills it, very useful. He tried to rush me here, the LRS is just killing everybody. And, yeah, we just run in with the M48s. I mean, I suppose I left the time up so you can see this. Sort of a rout. I mean, it's just basically, you know, you're in a town with a bunch of grenade launchers. Even after the nerf, they're still really good. And a bunch of recoilless rifles and some very nice close range tanks. So what do you think's going to happen, right? This div is the anti-airborne. It is this div and div mob and, to be honest, like all infantry kind of mechanized divs, but yeah, actual just infantry divs tend to beat airborne divs because the airborne div gets there first, and then the infantry div just shows up with 10 million guys and just pushes them straight out, and both can play wide. The airborne div can't go around the sides and stuff. And you get situations like this where this infantry division has some forward deployment anyway, so including forward deployed AA, which is the very important one. And so you're just better than airborne divs. So yeah, you get. Admittedly, his div is really nice on this map as well because of the coffin launchers and the T-55As, and so yeah, it's just kind of like, you know, out micro and so on. But as you can see, it's the special forces, but blah 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 blah. So yeah, we took this, and then, you know, just keep sending them around the sides. He buys a grad because I don't know why he buys grads. So There's a reason there's a couple games in this, and it's not just the one game. The last one's about 20 minutes long. It's actually more of a proper game. And in each one I show you something slightly different. So I see this, I know that his AA situation is terrible, because I've played his division many, many, many times, more than anybody else, I think. And so, there you go, I got that, and then the Stinger, which I put back here, is 30 quid. So yeah, this div is a very funny div. I mean, admittedly, you know... Oh, that's weird. What's going on there? Oh, I've lost my face. Where is my face? Right, let's just see the next example. Right, so here we go again. You know, it's a dirty game, it's a dirty world, so we've got the 4 Alaskan Cav Scouts here, and we're just gonna try and deploy this. We're on the bad side of Vertigo, but I figure he's 9th East German, so probably can't stop me from doing this. And here are my 3 A-10s. And yeah, so, you know, basically on 9th East German there tends to be an urn opening to secure ground with the adder. Well, the A-10s deal with that, and then I want to get in here and stop him from getting in here. Admittedly, this is where his whole blob is coming, but yeah, so he buys a fighter he bought a fighter at the start in case there was an A-10. It's like, well, but where's your eagle? You don't need an eagle, just buy 3 A-10s, and then that'll happen basically every time. If they open 2 fighters, then 3 A-10s might not be enough, but... So, yeah, we're missing, we do some missing. We killed somebody there, I think. And yeah, the hill is kind of messing this up. You see, you drop off the Alaskan Cav Scouts and then use the Huey. He buys another plane. And do I right-click it? Oh, so he goes for this one, which is probably a good idea, actually. So, yeah, I mean, he has to hit me 3 times to kill me. Got the Stinger here as well. Stinger hits him. It's airborne. It's got a rank of vet. Like, this div is so much fun to play. It's so funny. The issue is, of course, you know, everybody knows what's happening. He's completely bamboozled. He's looking over here, so his guys are just driving into me. We got the Corsair thing. Sorry I missed that explosion. I think I killed 1 or 2 I killed 2 T-72 mubs there, and he just quits. We had some smoke mortars going as well, and you see that the ridiculous KDs you can get. So I'll show you the next example. Right, so here we are in the closest thing I could get to a proper game in the time I spent playing 6th US recently. So we're against Valos on TKS. TKS should be pretty decent on this map, but I think 6th US is still better, like quite a bit better, because I get Ihawks, as does he. Ihawks one-shot all his bombers. Ihawks don't one-shot my bombers. And I get the Navy SEALs to counteract, you know, the Green Berets of Fallschirmjäger. I get forward deployed AA, so we can't open with the Gazelle rocket strat. But yeah, I just wanted to show you like a different strat every time. So this time I'm not buying all... What I should do is buy all the recoilless rifles and grenade launchers, buy the M48s like you saw in the last example, and just blat everybody at range. So this time I opened 1 Scout, 1 Cobra. So I wanted to show you this grenade launcher. It's been nerfed, right? But, you know, look how much damage I'm doing with this. And the grenade launcher is a flying grenade launcher. So that's nice to have. So he sends this on it. Admittedly, I didn't land in time, but the Ihawk one-shots it. I mean, there's 3 AA pieces there. But I should have landed after the first minute. I got a bit greedy. So he's got Heimat Jaeger, because the Green Berets have the instructor trait, so they buff up the Heimat Jaeger. Navy SEALs obviously eat all of this for breakfast. We got a couple grenade launchers coming in. But yeah, I wanted to show you the smoke seal strat. Admittedly, because these don't fire when they're in the exact same building, you know, if there were 5.56 LSWs they would, and this would work a little bit better. But the idea is I want to smoke. Intentionally not... this is like suboptimal, basically. I should have just bought a bunch of recoilless rifles and more grenade launchers and 2 of those M48s. The ones I get significantly more pen than the ones his get. So yeah, this has a nice rate of fire. It's nice against infantry, so it's good on this map. And you see, like, he's firing a lot of bullets at me. Just hit bang, 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 bang. So yeah, we're smoking and running through the smoke. Because I'm like, okay, well, there's tanks there, so I'll go this way. And then I buy these because I'm like, oh, what the hell. I'm not just going to spend the whole game smoking. Just wanted to show you the different openers you can do, the different ways you can play. So, I'm smoking on this side now. And you see, we're hiding behind the buildings. He comes in with the tanks. He overbought on tanks, really. He should have just bought 2, I think. That should have been infantry. And, yeah. We're just running around, satcheling each other. This is a very nice squad as well. Doesn't cost as much as mine, right? It's got a nicer AT, but I've got 4 machine guns, so... And yeah, the forward deployed AA sorts out the air mobiles, and we're trying to smoke these so we can run the Navy SEALs into it. I wanted to show you the tank hunters as well for the smoke with the tanks. And yeah, you see we're just moving building to building through the smoke. He keeps buying bombers, but he's lost his targeting, and the I-Hawk one-shots the bombers. Right, it's vetted, because it killed the last one as well, so it's nice high accuracy. That's got very bad ECM, and that's got, I think, no ECM. Might be 10%, I don't know. So, yeah, these way better, So, he does get one that's an M48A5 as opposed to an M48A2. It's just the pen on this is insane. But yeah, we're going mainly for the smoke thing. Just showing off the different ways of doing stuff. Right, I could have Alaskan Cav Scout rushed him, I could have A-10 rushed him, probably would have worked. But wanted to show you something a bit different. So, Navy SEALs trying to get the CV, because I can see that. And these don't have smoke, so gotta be careful. The Milan 2 can one-shot this. So I'm going wrong, really. I want to be, yeah, turning, as opposed to just going back at it, because I'm probably going to die now. No. What can I say? I had ample time to solve that, so my bad. Did get his CV on this side, though. And then we're just trying to move the CV up. I could have loaded him in this to make it go faster, but... yeah. I think we're doing okay for ourselves. So yeah, it's such a fun div, and especially with the current map rotation, like Cliff, great map on great for Cliff, great on Surrounded, great on Factory. Not so pretty bad on Vertigo, let's be honest, but we made it work. And I can't think of any other maps. Black Forest. It's decent on Black Forest. I mean, the open is not great for you, right? This Milan 2's giving me some trouble, mainly because I'm retarded. I should have had some infantry recon up here. LRS or Pathfinders. His side gets the better time in mid, because there's like a church around here somewhere. Don't know where it is. Oh, is it my... No, my side's better in mid. But his side, he can attack Alpha a lot more easily than I can attack Golf, because it's bigger, and he gets this, and then he can just go from there in. Whereas here, it's very hard to do. So, yeah, these bombers drop from really far away, so you got to have the I-Hawks quite close. I've got 2 now, so he did kill, or he severely wounded my Navy SEALs, and you see, I'm just keep smoking everything, so I can run the SEALs at him and try and kill him with the SEALs. That's not an optimum strategy. I was still bringing the flash at this point. I took it out for the... I forgot to put in the grenade launcher dragon guys. So I took the flash out for them, I think. Yeah, you get a lot of choices on this div, in terms of, how to open and so on. It's just your lack of... You only get 8 tanks, and they don't have smoke, so if the game goes late, you really do struggle. But the open is just so funny. It's... tends to be you don't go late, and you get I-Hawks as well. So, and that really helps you with playing wide, because you can just buy 1 I-Hawk and it covers basically all of this, which is what I did. Obviously I bought a second one now, so we're trying to smoke it up and stuff. Admittedly, at this point I might as well speed this up as well. I mean, he keeps playing, but as you can see, it's really not looking great for him. So yeah, something a little bit different today. Usually when people say, can you play this div, it'll just be 1 game, but it was just like all the games were 5 minutes long. So I figured it wouldn't be fair to give you a 1 minute long game. You might be cheated out of your tier 4 channel membership. So yeah, you've seen like 4 different ways to open, or 3 different ways to open. 2 of the A-10 rush, A-10 whatever rush, and then 1 of like light rifle spam, and 1 of seals and smoke spam. So yeah, he keeps playing, but it's like, I mean, he's definitely lost this game. So, he's like bombing targets and stuff. I just keep smoking and running at him, but once we get to the end of the hill, I sort of give up on it. I guess I could smoke all the way over here, but I thought it'd be a better use of my time to attack this. So yeah, he's got the green berets with the pioneers to buff him up, and it is a very scary blob. You can see it keeps killing all my stuff, but he opens himself up to bombing, which is going to happen soon, I think. There it is. No. He gets his own Eyehawks, and yeah, double F-104 on the helicopter's a pretty decent shout. And yeah, the tank hunters, right? So we fired 884s and they're still alive, and then I get the mega blob. So you see that it's just, yeah, if I didn't have them, I'd be even more scuppered by these M48s, right? So I feel like you need them. Because otherwise you're just not doing much damage to something like this, and it's got 10 armor and smoke for 65 points. It's very nice against infantry. Against tanks it sucks, but against infantry it's really good. And then I buy an A-10, but he hit me. Oh no, yeah, I did buy an A-10. Yeah, the Eyehawks are doing stuff. Obviously, I might be getting a bit unlucky on the RNG, but it literally doesn't matter. You basically, with this div, you beat him in the first 5 minutes, or you just kind of lose the game. Linked in the description will be a 40-minute game with Zadok playing 6th US. But yeah, I hope this was funny. I mean, it's a very funny div. I enjoy it a lot. It's one of my favourite divs, and I love all the light, scrappy BM divs. I absolutely hate the meta slop. Oh, I'm buying a tank and an IFV. Look at me. Look at me. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and have a lovely day.